Hello. This is a brief introduction to Always Running by Luis Rodriguez. We will be reading a number of passages from this work, and so today is kind of an introduction to the book, and why it's important and why we are reading it. First of all, the book is titled Always Running La Vida Loca Gang Days in LA. It was published in 1993 by Luis Rodriguez. Luis Rodriguez he grew up in East LA, and he got involved in organized gangs, violence, crime. He became addicted to heroin, did a wide variety of drugs, had near-death experiences. But he found at the end of his high school that he had an ability to write about his experiences. He became a poet and won a lot of acclaim as a poet, speaking about the truths that he had lived growing up in East LA in the 70s. He wrote Always Running. It is a series of memoirs, short little stories from his life leading up to, during, and just after his time spent in these gangs. The book has, again, gotten a lot of awards, a lot of acclaim. Luis Rodriguez has gone on to publish other things. He is still out there writing, being socially active. He has visited Watsonville High School. I had the honor of meeting him in person in the Mello Center at Watsonville High School. There are many places you can explore this, and in the next week we will be looking at a number of different things in Luis and his book, and looking at passages from this. This is just a link to Amazon because it's a place where you can see, if you wish to have a copy of this, the whole thing. There are paperbacks here that are relatively cheap if you want to access them. It reads that the award-winning and best-selling classic memoir about a young Chicano gang member surviving the dangerous streets of East Los Angeles, winner of the Carl Sandburg Literary Award, hailed as a New York Times notable book and read by hundreds of thousands, Always Running is the searing true story of one man's life in a Chicano gang and his heroic struggle to free himself from its grip. By age 12, Luis Rodriguez was a veteran of East Los Angeles gang warfare. Lured by a seemingly invincible gang culture, he witnessed countless shootings, beatings, and arrests, and then watched with increasing fear as gang life claimed friends and family members. Before long, Rodriguez saw a way out of the barrio through education and the power of words, and successfully broke free from years of violence and desperation. Achieving success as an award-winning poet, he was sure the streets would haunt him no more until his young son joined a gang. Rodriguez fought for his child by telling his own story in Always Running, a vivid memoir that explores the motivations of gang life and cautions against the death and destruction that inevitably claim its participants. At times heartbreakingly sad and brutal, Always Running is ultimately an uplifting true story filled with hope, insight, and a hard-earned lesson for the next generation. So that's its write-up. Again, it's a series of these stories from his life. I have picked and chosen different passages, so you won't be reading the whole book. You're only going to be reading portions of the book, passages that are going to be thematically organized. While we're reading Always Running, you will also be writing about your own lives. So we'll be looking at the structure of these passages, the structure of the memoirs, and how you might create stories of your own.